No, I thought the change was exciting. To me, change is good. And even if you have negatives that come out of change, it gives you an opportunity to reevaluate and fix it. Sometimes you get much better after a loss or a poor game than you can after a big win, because everybody walks around thinking everything's great. And you might have played poorly and still won a game, and it looks better than it is. But I think this gave all of us a chance to reevaluate and appreciate what we've got and want it back. And I think our fans will do the same thing. And I would like to ask our fans to all be supportive of Bill and DeLoss and Chris and pull together, because it was best for our kids. And let's make sure that, since none of us, including me, had all the information available, let's trust their decision and let's move forward and try to make the Big 12 again as good a conference as there is in America.
I'm just curious, what kind of impact do you think losing Nebraska and Colorado will have?
It's impossible for me to know. You know, most of the time you look at numbers financially, you look at championships, and that would be for you all to evaluate. I've been a Nebraska fan my whole life. I love Coach Osborne, so I loved going to Nebraska and play, and I loved them coming here because that was one of the teams that I decided I wanted to look at when I was a young coach, because you wanted to look at Coach Osborne's and Coach Royals and Coach Switzer's, and so you tried to find the guys that were winning across the country, Coach Paterno, Coach Bowden, and see what they were doing and see why they were doing it. So I will hate that probably Nebraska and Texas will not be playing a lot in the future, unless it's an out-of-conference game. Colorado's been a player in this league. When I got here, they were really good, and I think they were in a position where a lot of their fans probably come from California. So I can see that too. So I think what you do is, it is what it is, and we'll all have to wait and see. But Nebraska will make it work for them. Colorado will make it work for them, and the Big 12 will make it work. Even though if it's different, it can still be really good.
Does that make next year a little more special going to Lincoln, maybe for the last time for a while?
You know, I think it's special every time we go up there. So I like going there. I love their fans. They've always been best. I'll never forget that moment with Ricky Williams and them standing up and giving him a standing ovation, and Boyd Epley, their strength coach, standing there. And there's never been a better sportsmanship moment in my life than them chanting Heisman and he was leaving the field. So I will miss Nebraska, because I like who they are.
You brought up an interesting point with Rask about the weekend of conference championship games in the future, and you said the Pac-10 has done a good job of USC, UCLA. Does it make it a curious dynamic, since everybody's so used to Texas A&M being Thanksgiving weekend, as to what might be out there for that particular weekend?
Yeah, some people have asked, will we have a presence on championship weekend now if we don't have a championship game? And obviously all of that's to be discussed in the future. But I do think that's probably what the Pac-10 did, is they put USC, UCLA that weekend. So I'm sure that our league, our athletic directors, and our presidents will all look at making sure we have a presence on that weekend of what could be a great game. Someone asked me if I thought it would be Texas and Oklahoma. I wasn't even really asked if we should move it out of Dallas to Arlington or go home and home. So I figure I won't be asked about this one either. And whenever we play Oklahoma, I will be there.
All right. Thanks, guys.